Well, I suppose I've come from a context where I was a school teacher prior to being a bishop, and therefore I was working with young people, particularly those between the ages of 11 and 18, 19, really for 23 years before I came into what I've been doing, and had been working with bringing young people to Lourdes, the diocesan youth team, and all that sort of thing, as well as pilgrimages to Rome and to Taizé and so on. I think what I've learnt down through the years about youth ministry is that it's about creating an environment where young people can grow in faith together. And that can take all sorts of forms, but young people want to grow in their faith in the context of relationships with other young people who are also on a journey, who have awkward questions, who are struggling with questions of identity. What might the meaning of God be? What does it mean to live a moral life? What do I dream of doing with my life? How do I cope with all the challenges of growing up? So I think what I've learned is you have to create environments where young people can belong. And then the second thing is when you bring them together in a context of belonging, I think young people respond wonderfully well to being challenged to do something beautiful with their lives, to expect something wonderful from what they can contribute to the society. They're so generous, for example, in working with the sick in Lourdes. They really are keen to do difficult things, to push the boat out, and many of them are rebelling against that current ideology that says all you're fit for is just to enjoy yourself. There are many young people who want to be challenged, and if we can do that in a faith context with other young people, that really seems to be the best environment in which faith can be developed in them. I think we've been blessed with the recent popes that have been given to the church. Pope John Paul II was a wonderful man for engaging with young people, had a great sense of drama, of event, had his own wonderful biography in terms of how he had to struggle through all sorts of circumstances. Pope Benedict also offered us different insights, particularly in Deus Caritas Est, into the importance of love, the involvement of the heart. And then Pope Francis has brought particularly his smile, his almost childlike enthusiasm. And I think young people respond to not necessarily to people of their own age, not necessarily to people who are hip, but people who seem to have a depth to them, and seem to have a love and an energy and an enthusiasm, whatever age they might be. So I think the writings of Pope Francis, in all their simple wisdom and depth, have actually spoken clearly to many young people. And I certainly constantly come across them saying, we want to become wonderful people, and we believe in a God who believes in us, and we see in our Pope, in Pope Francis, someone who actually believes in what we can become with the grace of God.